Good morning, everyone. And for those who tuned in online, thank you so much for joining us. Your presence is appreciated and acknowledged. We'll start off by just taking about 3 to 4 minutes, just sitting in silence, just taking a moment to connect to the stillness beneath all movements, the silence beneath all sounds, that fruitful darkness where all life is born from. So see if you can start to resonate with that. Adjusting your physical presence in whatever way that can offer you a bit more alignment and openness. And then using your exhales to soften the muscles, to smoothen the breath. And although we hear music that we get to enjoy, although we may hear voices such as mine or maybe sounds outside or inside of the building, can we have at least a portion of our focus resonating with the silence beneath it all? Letting every sound be a reminder of your own beating heart. Letting the whispers of your breath speak to your soul, soothe your mind. And as we acknowledge the silence that is ever present, you might start to feel the stillness that follows the silence. We'll start off with a meditation. Entering the temple of silence within you, where no word has been spoken, no thought or emotion has been stimulated, just embracing your beingness, your existence, your presence. The intention here is absolutely no thing and yet everything at once. We'll spend a few minutes right here. Deeply breathing with patience and with grace. Observing, noticing, but not reacting nor responding, just observing. Observing the phenomena of your body, your breath, and life around you spontaneously unfolding before your eyes, before your awareness. Here to experience the isness of the moment. Doing nothing, just being with the moment. No desire to change anything. listening, noticing, remembering. Starting to deepen the breath, intentionally breathing into the heart center, the collarbone rises. Exhale, HA. Continue this for a full minute. Hear the whispers of your unique, sacred exhales. Receiving life on the inhale, gratitude. Just listen to your breath. Feel the warmth through the pursed lips. Feel the fullness of the inhale and the emptiness of the exhale. Let your breath be smooth. Let it be easy. Release the eyebrows and forehead. Let the jaw sink. Unclench the teeth. Soften the shoulders. With each exhale, letting go just a little more. Letting go of your identity, your opinion, your expectation. Placing one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly, and just feel that pulse of life. Feel it beneath the palms. Feel the warmth of your palms receiving through the body, receiving the warmth of your hands, receiving your own energy. Fill your palms with the expansion of your body through the breath on the inhale. Bowing your head to the wisdom within. Bowing your head to the isness of the moment just as it is. Nothing to change, simply embracing what is. You exist. Let yourself experience your existence without expectation. In this moment, maybe offering an intention for your practice. What would you like to intend as you move through breath and asana? Maybe moving with an open and receptive heart, moving with patience, possibly dedicating this practice to a loved one who may need healing. Options are endless, limitless. Can we practice with intention? Can we practice with ritual? Can every day be with intention? And can every moment be a ritual? And exhale the hands behind you. Lean into the hands and just let your head droop onto one shoulder and just relax. Taking a couple deep breaths. And then let the head fall back into the other shoulder and just start to roll it out. Super relaxed here. And then let the chin drop to the chest. Continuing to just lean back, super chill and relaxed here. And sway into the shoulders a little bit. Just start to feel the gentle movements, feel the sensations that follow. And extend the legs nice and wide. Push yourself up. Walk the hands forward as you walk into the hips and widen your seat and pelvic floor. Maybe coming onto the forearms, maybe staying lifted a little bit still. You might be one who is quite flexible physically and might be able to slide a little deeper. Maybe rotating the ankles a little bit, squeezing the toes, opening them wide. Spilling your pelvis forward like you're pouring a bowl of water. You might find yourself reaching for your big toes, or you might find yourself just sliding forward. Try to maintain an open heart through the rolling of the shoulders back. And then inhale to walk yourself forward. Lift the arms up high as you reach the edge of your breath in. Twist your torso to the right. Exhale, fold over the right leg, framing that foot. Try to keep your left hip grounded down, feeling a gentle twist. Keeping the feet flexed. Engage your core. Inhale to lift, possibly lifting the hands right away, and then exhale over the left leg. Folding, keeping both hips grounded down, both feet flexed, framing the front foot. Trying to keep the shoulders just slightly rolled back so we can maintain an open heart. But if you do want to roll the shoulders and find more expansion in your back body and the back of your heart, you're welcome to kind of round it out here. The straighter the spine, the more we can stretch in the hamstring. So feel it out. And let's do this a few more times, maybe finding a bit more of a fluid dynamic flow. Inhale up, exhale to the leg, maybe stay there, or possibly inhale right back up into the other leg. So let's spend just about a half of a minute here finding a nice flow. Try not to think about it too much. Just see what feels right and authentic for you today. Maybe you're looking for more fluidity and more of the air and water element, or maybe you're looking for more of the earth element and just grounded down, more of the fire element by staying in the position. So what feels right here? Letting your awareness touch every sensation, let your awareness touch every movement you embark. And then whenever you inhale to lift, stay right there, reach up. Flex the feet, exhale, roll the shoulders back. On the next inhale, reach a little further up. And exhale, roll the shoulders back. And just stay right here for 3 deep breaths. Let there be a gentle back bend here. One more inhale. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward. If you notice that your body may collapse, just drop your hands and guide yourself down. Drop your hands when you start to feel like you're just gonna fall, and then the rest of the way, inch forward. Whatever the rest of the way looks like to you is perfectly fine. That may be a couple of inches. That may be all the way to the earth. Try to keep the feet flexed and the hips grounded down. Starting off with some nice hip openers. Working with the lower energy centers. Offering ourselves a sense of groundedness. And clearing any blockages in the hips. Taking a moment to just remember and acknowledge that our bodies hold all of our memories, all of our stressors, whether it's stress or love or joy that's in the body. Let it flow. Don't hold on to any of it. On the inhale, walk your hands towards the body. Grab right under the knees. Use your hands. Relax the legs. Use your hands to pull yourself up and hug the knees into the body. Forehead to the knees. Ground your feet down into the earth. Rooting into Mother Earth here, even all 10 toes. then inhaling to lengthen through the spine, reach through the crown, grab onto your shins, walk the feet slightly outside of the hips and forward. Start to find a seated cat-cow. Inhale in between the knees. Your knees might widen, heart forward, chin up. Exhale and lengthen your arms, lean back. Find a grip that works for you. And then continue this flow. You might find a better grip under the knees, for example, grabbing right where the hamstrings would be. So just find where you can maintain a nice grip as you flow back and forth. You might want to flow slowly, or you might want to flow a bit more rapidly. You might find other movements organically arise, like a slight rotation of the neck as you make your way forward and back. Maybe some body rolls arise, maybe some asymmetrical movements. Let it be organic. Again, try not to think about it, just feel the body, feel the sensations, and try to listen to that silent language that the body speaks. It definitely takes time and practice to tune into the language of the body, and showing up on the mat in our asana practice can really offer us that connection with our bodies so we can become a bit more observant, a bit more in tune with our vessels. Our vessels are our homes on this earth. So let's take care of our home. Let's keep it clean. Let's decorate it. Let's listen to what our home needs and wants. Beautiful. And then finding a neutral spine, coming into our Baddha Konasana, bound angle, also known as butterfly pose. And then open the feet like a book and try to bring the knees to the earth. You might want to scoot yourself towards the heels or scoot your heels towards the hips. You might want to keep a bit more of a wider stance here. Anything that works for you is perfect. And then maybe just flapping the knees a little bit, releasing any stagnation, getting some energy moving, offering a cellular cleanse as we shake up things a little bit here, keeping a nice long spine if possible, keeping our seat wide or pelvic floor wide here, taking up space. Finding a still butterfly and just gently hinging forward, maybe offering a couple of pulses or maybe holding it. So that's for you to decide, deciding in regards or deciding with what the body feels as opposed to what the mind thinks the body needs. The mind is very conditioned in this day and age, spoon-fed so many beliefs that may not even relate to your truest nature. So let's see if we can put the mind aside and just tune into our bodies and the sensations within them. Beautiful. And coming into a neutral spine, lengthening the legs ahead of you. Shake out the legs here. Nice and deep breaths throughout our practice. And then widening our seat, our pelvic floor a little bit, flexing the feet, grabbing our big toes with our peace fingers. If you can't grab the big toe, just grab for the shins, ankles, whatever you can reach for. Roll the shoulders back, inhale and lift through the heart and the tip of the nose. And exhale, fold and hold. You might release your big toes and grab onto other parts of the body that can help you go a little deeper. And if you find that as you hold the pose, your spine rounds, that's totally fine. Just take a moment to inhale and ever so slightly lift to straighten the spine. And then exhale back into your fold. You can do this as often as you'd like within this position. Let's stay here for 6 more breaths. It can be a static hold, or you can offer yourself a dynamic flow here. Breathing deeply. The longer we hold poses, the more benefits we receive from the pose. So just keeping that in mind, letting that be maybe even a source of motivation. Beautiful. Inhale to slowly rise. Walk the hands behind you, hands under the shoulders. Inhale for upward facing plank. Point the toes and drop the head back. Breathe here. 3 deep breaths. Inhale, belly expands. Exhale, side out. Let the head drop back. Squeeze the glutes, engage the legs, the shoulders. Breathe. 2 more. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale to take a seat. Inhale to push against the earth. Hands to the knees, chin parallel to the earth. Couple deep breaths. Feel the feeling. Notice how stimulating that was. Letting everything just flush through. 1 more time. Bring the hands behind you. Squeeze the glutes. Inhale, lift, upward facing plank. Point the toes. Feel free to explore by lifting the legs a little bit, 1 at a time. If you would like to explore that space, 2 more breaths, either a static hold or a couple of movements. And exhale, lower. Inhale, push against the earth. Exhale, chin parallel to the earth, head over tailbone, breathe. Crossing over the ankles, coming into our tabletop. And let's take 2 full minutes in any organic movement here. You might want to extend the legs a little bit. Come into a cat-cow flow, maybe rotate the hips by drawing big circles with your tailbone and stretching out the glutes that way. Any movements are welcome. 2 full minutes of self-exploration. Listen to the silent language of the body. Try not to move in according to what any voices say. Move in according to what you feel. That may leave you uncertain with what to do, and that there is a fruitful space. Liberate yourself. Stop expecting anything of yourself. Just move because you get to. Just move because you're alive. You're mobile enough to be here. Celebrate that through movement. Celebrate your freedom of movement. Have fun. Enjoy. Enjoy the simple things, like the breath, like the sensations, which are actually a lot more intricate than our mind may even understand. Sense the aroma, feel the textures beneath your palms, tune into the moment. Just a little under 1 more minute, maybe a child's pose. Closing the eyes offers us a bit more of an internal experience. When we close the eyes, our mind thinks that we are going to sleep. That means that the pineal gland starts to secrete melatonin. And melatonin is what makes us more susceptible to deeper and more meditative states of being. So see if throughout the practice you can find moments where you can close the eyes and maybe just listen to my guidance rather than needing to look, unless you may be a more visual person, of course. But I invite you to explore that, to Try to move and experience with the eyes closed, that not needing to look at your body, but being able to feel your own presence. And then coming into our tabletop, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, feet are hiding behind the knees as you look between the knees. Inhale the left arm nice and high, hold it. Breathe here deeply. Feel the core engage, left hand over the right hand, breathe. Feel the strength in your core. On the next exhale, slowly, gracefully threading your left hand through the right arm and leg. Left shoulder and cheek lowers to the earth. Hips are squared, sending that right hip back into space. Relax the left shoulder, soften your cheeks, let go of the clench in your jaw. Option to extend your right leg back, press into the toes and send your heel to the back wall, getting a stretch in the hamstring. You can even lift the right leg if you would like to explore a bit more movement. To go deeper, bringing that right knee down and then inhaling your right arm up, bringing it behind the back and reaching towards the inner left thigh. And it's okay if you can't reach for it. You can just place the top of your right hand on that left side body or wherever you can reach. 3 deep breaths. Right here. Breathing into the twist. Offering yourself a very detoxifying and cleansing experience here. Intentionally breathing into the diaphragm so we can press into the organs as we twist, offering cleansing. And as we exhale, that right hand floats to the mat next to the face. Push against the earth gracefully. Inhale, left arm reaches high. Reach for the sun. Exhale, left hand to the mat. Beautiful. Adjust yourself in your tabletop. And on the next breath in, sweeping that right arm towards the sun, hold it here for 3 long breaths. Feel your core engage. Gaze at that right hand if your neck allows. Such a simple position, yet feel that strength that may be required here. Breathe. 1 more inhale. Exhale, slowly thread that right hand through the left arm and leg, right shoulder and cheek, softly places on the earth. Coming into a loving twist. Relax that right arm, the face and the jaw. Start to breathe nice and smooth here. Let your breath be smooth and slow. You're welcome to explore movement here. Maybe reaching back with your left heel as you press the toes into the earth. Possibly lifting up that left leg. And finding some movement here, exploring, observing. And if you do want to go into a deeper twist, first letting that left knee come down next to the right, hip width apart. And then inhaling, the left arm reaches towards the sky, flipping the left palm and reaching behind the back, aiming to reach for that inner right thigh. But wherever you can reach is perfect. And then exhale to twist a little deeper, lifting that left shoulder to the sky and taking 3 deep diaphragmatic breaths here, possibly exhaling and sighing it out to release any of the stagnation you're stimulating here. To go deeper, we always want to do that on the exhalation. 1 more deep breath in And exhale the left hand to the earth next to the face. Inhale to press against the earth. The right arm reaches high. And exhale it to the mat. Feel the spine here. Come into a tabletop and just slightly wiggle it out. Close your eyes and feel the spine. Can you sense the presence of your spine in the center of your body, connecting from the tailbone all the way through the neck? See if you can sense the presence of your spine as you gently move it, and how it is giving you this life, this mobility. Beautiful. And then from here, tucking the toes to the earth, and exhale the hips onto the heels and just rock side to side. Press into the toes. Remember, your toes are anchored into the earth. Start to stimulate your toes. Now walk your hands a little closer to your body and press against the earth. Lift the knees and just continue with that rocking motion. You might want to start to roll the knees out and then in, out and in. Really intentionally making sure you're pressing into every single toe. And then maybe in the other direction. And then any other movements are welcome. And then from here, inhale to lift the hips, possibly maintaining that movement. And then exhale to walk the hands a little forward and come into your downward facing dog. Palms are flat, using your hands to push the earth forward so your arms line up with your spine and your ears. Let your head dangle. Try not to have your shoulders over your wrists. You want your shoulders to be leaning towards your feet. So make sure that you have some good space between your hands and feet. Walk those palms forward. Push against the earth, finding a nice diagonal line here from your finger or from your wrists all the way to the hips. Let your head dangle. Are you holding your neck? That might show you that you're holding on to tension if you're not able to naturally relax the neck. That shows you that there's some tension there. Relax the head, let it dangle. Let the lips and cheeks droop. Let the gravity pull. Deep breaths. Try to spread your lats, opening up your lats a little bit, widening your back. Pressing into the thumb and index finger, the letter L in your hands. Beautiful. 3 more breaths here. Pulling the pelvic floor up and sucking the navel into the rib cage, squeezing your internal most muscles, promoting the upliftment of energy into the brain. Breathe deeply. Maybe engaging in Ujjayi, ocean breath. Exhale the knees to the earth and slide the arms forward, gaze towards the hands. Slide the arms forward until your heart and your chest to the earth. If that's not your practice, that's okay. Bring your forehead to the earth. If you can even just rest on the forearms. This pose is referred to as heart-melting pose or puppy dog pose. If it's in your practice, you can try to lift your knees if you're able to rest the heart on the earth. It's pretty deep expression, so don't force anything. Beautiful. Keeping your upper body where it is and just start to slide your low body to the earth. All down. And reach forward, palms to touch. Reach both directions, forehead on the earth in between your arms. Point the toes, point the fingers, forehead to the earth, breathe. Notice how this feels. Lifting the chin, palms to the earth. Walk your hands closer to your body so your shoulders are right over the ankles for Sphinx pose. Roll the shoulders back. Your feet could be a little separated. Squeeze that low back. Try to have your chin parallel to the earth. Engage your low back. Don't fully pour into your forearms. Have your low back engaged. So there's about 50% of weight in your forearms and 50% of your low back is working. So finding that medium balance. You should feel your low back heating up. Option to go a little deeper by inhaling to lengthen the arms, squeeze the glutes, start to work with your strength. And then exhale to lower with control back to the elbows. Very subtle, controlled movements. Your kneecaps might even be lifted. Do this a few more times. Squeeze the glutes. Your toes may even lift. Relax just a little bit to lower. And then to lift, squeeze those glutes. Maybe even the toes lift. And hold up here. Gaze up, breathe. Lift the chin a little higher. One more inhale and exhale to fully lower to the earth. Hands under the shoulders. Forehead to the earth. Spread your fingers wide and just ground down into the earth here. Ujjayi pranayam, constricting the back of the throat as you breathe, like you would if you were fogging a window. We'll come into one more back bend here on our bellies. Bend the knees. And let's try to grab for the top of our feet. We're gonna come into bow pose. Before we lift, we must make sure to fully empty our lungs. Just take a deep breath in. Exhale, just completely relax. Inhale to kick back and lift. Hold it, breathe. Breathe into the belly. You should even rock like a boat when you breathe into the diaphragm. 3 more breaths. You got this. Squeeze and kick. Back bends open up the heart. They open you up to confidence and courage. Breathe. 1 more inhale. Hold on the suspension of your inhale. Kick. Exhale, lower, relax. One of the cheeks to the earth, completely relax. Exhale deeply. Feel your heart beating into the earth. Feel that pulse, that primitive pulse of life. Switch cheeks and continue to breathe deeply. Hands under the shoulders. Tuck the toes to the earth. Start to tuck your tailbone in a little bit, engage the core, and try to push up into plank as you inhale. Exhale, down dog. Inhale your left leg nice and high. Open up your hips. Fly them open. Set yourself free here. Exhale, step your left foot between the hands for a high lunge. Lift your heart. Maybe a couple blocks under your hands if needed. Take as many steps as you need to bring that left foot forward. Try to keep your left knee over the ankle. Back heel is facing the sky. Beautiful. We're gonna inhale all the way into reverse triangle. So we'll slowly inhale to lift. Set your back heel on the earth and slowly slide that right arm down the right leg. Both legs are straight. Breathe. Exhale to extended side lunge. Bend that left knee first and let your left forearm tick-tock onto that left knee. Inhale, right arm floats over the head. Squeeze your glutes, press your pelvis into that side wall. Really reach through that right arm. I'd like to give a couple options for those who want to take it deeper. Bend into that left knee more, option to create a bind. Bring that left shoulder on the inside of your left knee. Swing your left hand towards the back room. Bend your left elbow, reach towards the ceiling. Right arm behind the back. See if you can find a bind. Left shoulder on the inside of the left leg. Left arm on the inside of the left leg. On the inside of the left leg. Yeah, just do your best. That's all we can do. And from here, if you're in that position, you can try to straighten your left leg and then bend your left knee. Definitely a deep expression. This is just an option. And then let's fly back into that reverse back. Oh, relax right here as you maintain a strong core. Inhale, arms parallel to the earth. Exhale, just stay right here. Roll the shoulders back, relax. Close the eyes. Feel the space between your arms and legs, around your head and torso. Feel all the space around you. Take a breath in. Exhale, bend that left knee, warrior two. You can try to come into a nice wide stance, or you can keep it a bit more simple and walk that front foot in, whatever is in your practice. Just doing your best to keep that front knee over the ankle, tailbone tucked in, core engaged, right shoulder pulls back. So your arms are in one line, gazing through that left hand. If you can, if your balance allows, close your eyes and just breathe. Squeezing the glutes, pressing into the earth with both feet, especially the pinky side of your right foot and the entire left foot. We're gonna come into side plank from here. Exhale, slowly tick-tock your arms to the earth. Right hand to the earth, left arm up, right foot swivels to the earth, the pinky side, left leg on the right, left arm up. Drop your right knee if you need extra support. If you need support, just bring that right knee on the ground. Beautiful work, everyone. Breathe. To open up a little more, just step that left foot back. And awesome. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left hand to the earth. Step that left foot to the earth and send your hips back into space. You have a full minute here to either rest in down dog, come into child's pose, or maybe find some flow or movements, whatever feels right. Feel the feeling. Just let yourself feel what it feels like to be alive. And don't label the sensation, just embrace that you can even feel, that you have this opportunity to experience this beautiful life expression that is continuously changing. Flow with that change. Change is the only consistent thing in this world of form. Beautiful. Just a few more breaths, and then we'll all meet in down dog in just a moment. Excellent. Back in our down dog all together. Take 2 deep breaths in your down dog. Now inhale that right leg nice and high, swing those hips open, set yourself free, explore that extension, that rotation of the ankle, maybe even the knee or the hip. Keep your shoulders squared to the mat. And then exhale, launch that right foot in between your hands. Take as many steps as you need to get there. Front knee over ankle, back heel lifted towards the sky. Really nice long lunge here, maybe a couple blocks under your hands, and let's hold it here for a few deep breaths. Faith, I would love to offer you a couple of blocks. There you go. Try to smile with your collarbones to the sky. Beautiful. We're gonna come into that reverse triangle. So we'll inhale the arms high. Step your left heel towards the right edge of your mat, straighten the front leg. Exhale, slide that. Breathe. Try to keep your right shoulder over the left. One more breath in. And exhale, bend that front knee, float your right forearm to the shin for extended side angle. Left arm inhales up and overhead. Press your tailbone forward, squeezing your glutes, making your butt non-existent by squeezing it into itself. Beautiful, really extending through that left leg all the way through the left arm, a nice long line of energy. For those who might want to explore deeper, you can engage more strength in your legs and drop your right shoulder on the inside of your right knee. Same shoulder, same knee. Shoulder on the inside of the right knee. And then that left arm swings back underneath the knee, bending that right elbow. And with the left hand reaching behind the back and trying to intertwine the fingers, just doing your best. This may or may not be in your practice, and let's honor that. Remember, you are unlimited within your limitations. And you can try to lengthen that front leg and then bend the knee. This is quite a deep expression, so please, no force. The right pose will always be pain-free. Intensity or tension or discomfort is welcome. Those are wonderful challenges, but no pain, please. So don't let yourself go there. And then we'll float back into our reverse triangle. Inhale those arms up, straighten that front leg. Exhale, left arm slides down the left leg. Lengthening that right side of the body. Breathe. Inhale, arms to parallel. Roll the shoulders back, exhale. Maybe the eyes can close, find a nice good stance. Relax, feel the space all around you. Sense it, into it. It is the space where we birth any. Take one more inhale. And exhale, bend the front knee, possibly slide the left leg back for a deeper warrior two expression. Try not to stick your butt out, tuck your tailbone in, squeeze the glutes, and draw your navel into the rib cage. Front knee over ankle if possible. The way to tell is that you shouldn't be able to see your ankle because it's hiding under the knee. You can try to push that right knee back if you're finding that it's kind of tipping in. Let the shoulders relax, possibly closing the eyes and just feeling the feeling. Relax, right into the pose, right into that sweet center. And we'll come into our plank pose. Our bodies will eventually face the other side. We're gonna tick-tock to the earth, left hand plants. Right leg stacks on the left. Inhale, right arm high. Excellent. You can keep your left knee on the earth if you need to. Do your best. That's all you can do, and honor where you're at. Try to maintain some space in between the ears and shoulders. Try not to wear your shoulders as earrings. Possibly step that right leg back, bending the right knee and lifting your heart and solar plexus, your belly to the earth. One more breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send that right hand and foot forward, hips up. Take a couple of deep breaths in your down dog. And then you can spend the next minute and a half exploring your space, maybe resting in child's pose, maybe offering a challenge or a deep stretch, whatever feels most authentic for you this morning. Every day, we can be different, we can feel different, we can think different. So moving according to how you are today, what you may need today. Take a deep breath in, Mom. And whenever you're ready, coming down into child's pose. Let's take one full minute in silence and stillness, resting. And just feeling the feeling in your body, letting it flow, setting it free, not holding on to any of it. In just a moment, we will come into a seat for a short pranayam before we come into Shavasana. But before that, take 2 minutes to engage in any movements you'd like before we come into a seat and then directly into Shavasana after that. So if you want to come on your spine for a happy baby or for a supine twist, now would be a good time. Or maybe you want to stay in a seated position and maybe do some seated twists, or a nice forward fold, whatever feels good and right. So 2 minutes to yourself here. Take a moment to just forget everything. Forget any plans you have. You're still not done with your self-care time, which I encourage to have little doses of self-love and presence throughout the day. At least a few times. The more often we can do it, the more we can grow that sense of presence and beingness with all that we do. So again, just forget everything for another few moments here. You can pick up your to-do list in 15 minutes, but not right now. Not right now. Let it all go and just be playful. Be playful like a child. Move, sing, dance, breathe in a way that feels very good. Just about a half a minute left, so maybe finishing off what you're doing or taking that last 30 seconds to do.
We love everyone by inhabiting the soul.
And then start to slowly make your way in a seated position. Maybe closing the eyes, coming into a nice and long spine. Resting the left hand on the left knee. If you need to observe me, please by all means do so, but I will be very descriptive here. Bring the right hand right in front of the face. Place the index finger and the middle finger right in the brow space, right in between the eyebrows. The index finger and the middle finger. Now use your right thumb to close the right nostril. Inhale through the left nostril. Close the left nostril with your ring finger. Open the right nostril and exhale. Inhale through the right nostril. Close it with the thumb. Open the left nostril and exhale. And inhale through the left nostril. Close the left with the ring finger, open the right, exhale through the right nostril. Inhale through the right. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Exhale through the left, and so on. We will continue this for 2 more minutes. Anulom Vilom Pranayama, alternative nostril breathing. It balances both hemispheres of the brain. It balances your sun energy and your moon emotions. It energizes and relaxes you at the same time. Breathe deeply, initiating that inhale from your gut all the way into the heart. And let yourself enter that peaceful space. Just focus on the breath. Gazing into the mind's eye. So that may look like a slight rolling back of the eyes as if you're trying to gaze right into the middle of the brain. Focusing on the third eye energy, the intuition, the seat of your intuitive abilities. Beautiful. The next time you inhale through the left nostril and then plug it, exhale through the right and finish off there, releasing your hands, taking a few deep breaths and just feeling the feeling in the body, just sensing what you may be feeling now without using any words to identify it, just observing yourself. Noticing the breathing through both nostrils. And slowly starting to come back onto the spine for your final Shavasana. Let the focus be slow inhalations and long and smooth exhalations. Follow your exhales into the space around you and set your awareness free. Let yourself just float in the space all around you. Your body is simply condensed, but you are mainly made up of space. You are primarily energy. Start to sense the space around you so you can resonate with that space because you are mainly made up of space. Tune into the space around your body, the space that takes up space in this room, and just sense it. See if you can become one with the space around you, like you're floating within the vibration of the music, becoming one with it all, floating away. Your muscles becoming lighter and lighter, more and more relaxed. Let your thoughts, any emotions or feelings merge with the sound. Let it melt into the sound. Start to invite some deep inhales, some sighs on the exhales, inviting gentle movements, maybe rocking the head side to side or wiggling the fingers and toes, experiencing yourself fully. Go ahead and take a full minute to yourself here to start to slowly awaken the body, stimulate the breath and the muscles, maybe even stimulate your visual sensory experience just by observing your surroundings without any labeling or judging. Just noticing where you are here in space, in this body, in this present moment. Take your time, eventually finding yourself curled up in a little ball on one side of your body. Offering your body, your mind, your heart and soul a deep cleansing breath. Slowly planting the top hand into the earth, feeling her presence, and slowly pushing against the earth to rise into a seat. Maybe keeping the eyes closed, doesn't matter what direction you face. Letting the sun pull on the crown of your head, creating space in between every vertebrae, lengthening the spine, filling the heart with breath and energy. Letting the hands gravitate to the heart in Anjali Mudra, hands at heart center. Letting any differences, dualities, or opposites collapse here in the space of compassion, forgiveness, care, and love, the heart. Bowing your head to the wisdom within, the wisdom before us, and the wisdom yet to come. And may we all talk with no bad intention, give with no reason, and love with no condition. To ourselves and to all of our beautiful expressions and reflections around us. Connecting the power of the heart to the intellect of the mind as we bring our knuckles to touch the headspace, honoring the intellect and intuition within. I bow to you with my deepest and most genuine gratitude. Namaste. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you, everyone who tuned in today. I hope everyone has or makes a good rest of their day. It's what you make it. Take what feels good, leave the rest.